even though I probably sound like I'm far away on stream. All you see right now is my desk. It's just wooden, or it's actually JR's desk, but I'm gonna move my monitor so I can see the screen. But hello. So,
Alrighty.
did you manage to finish the Suicide Squad, Aiden?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys talk about that because I unfortunately have not had the time to watch it.
It was outstanding.
Yeah, it was great.
One
Really?
thing I was not expecting was seeing Flula. DJ
Yeah, I
Flula.
forgot that he was in it. I totally forgot about that.
Now,
And
unfortunately,
I didn't
some
realize
people.
he was Javelin.
So
Right.
I will say certain people have been sharing, I guess, clips of the movie, and one thing in particular that I saw was, I guess, a moment where they talk about Polka Dot's mom.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's a running thing throughout the whole thing. It's great.
Where apparently he sees his mom everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the only,
Yeah.
So I definitely want to see it because I saw that it was so funny, especially with like, I guess, one part in the very end where, I mean, it's obvious who the villain is, like the main villain, being Starro, and it was Bloodshot. In the clip shows Polka Dot. He's like, "It's your mom."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was great.
you see a giant version
Everything
of
was all fuck, but it was great.
Well, I will say it's a fucked up moment because he does get back at, I mean, to an extent, gets back at his mom, and then, yeah, gets squished in that one clip. Oh, there's a.
Yeah. Hold on. We're getting there.
All right.
My camera. We're getting here. Let's see. And then display capture.
He just did an excellent job, in my opinion, as Bloodsport. I really think he did a great job.
I'm hearing that everybody's loving this one,
It's hard not to love.
and it was directed by James Gunn.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's got
I turned my camera off. I was feeling super uncomfortable.
It's got
That's
his style of humor in it, and it works so fucking well for that group.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's a James Gunn movie.
Yeah. Funnily enough, it does have Nathan Fillion in it. For a little
Nathan
while.
Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
Who does he play?
Firefly.
Oh.
He was in Dr. Horrible's Sing Along
He-
Blog as
he-
Captain Hammer.
He just
He
played
played-
a character in Destiny.
I was gonna say he played
Yeah.
the only good character in Destiny.
Yeah.
He was.
Which, by the way, they replaced him for the final freaking installment that he was in, that he was supposed to be in.
Oh yeah, he was TDK.
Was it Troy Baker? I think.
He played TDK, the detachable kid.
Yeah. I watched the film, watched the beginning a few times, and I still didn't notice until when I was watching it, or had JR watching it with me, that Nathan Fillion was TDK. I'm like, oh shit!
And
the guy who played oh god, what was
Yeah, Sylvester.
Star-Lord's pseudo father, the one that raised him basically.
Yeah, Michael Rooker as a savant.
Yeah.
He played Yondu.
Yondu, that was
the
the thing.
Galaxy.
Then you have
Sylvester.
And you guys have Sylvester Stallone playing
King Shark.
King Shark. Yeah.
I like him a lot. I like that they didn't go with the hammerhead look.
Yeah, I've been, because I've seen a couple of versions of his look, and some of them are not great.
Honestly, I looked it up And it turns out they started filming this movie, the movie before the Harley Quinn animated series came out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Harley's design was based on Batman Arkham City, or Harley's character in Batman Arkham City.
Really?
Yeah, it fit really well.
Took me a couple try, or I had
Looks
to
good.
rewind it a couple times to see what it said on her jacket, but it was like "Live fast, die clown."
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's definitely a James Gunn movie.
Mhm.
Just out of curiosity, did Ben Affleck make an appearance?
No,
I didn't notice.
no.
That would have been interesting.
Wow, that took longer than it should have just to pull that piece off. Jesus. I'm trying to pull out the chip from the back of your controller. By the way, if you guys didn't notice or just tuned in, I'm building them custom controllers. It's been my hobby lately. I just ordered that purple, that chrome purple, that shell that Rob has for his. I love it. I'm gonna use it for my for the Zenitsu one that I have pretty much built. I just gotta get around to it. I have so many controllers.
Just to let you know, in case you aren't aware, it's still on the Suicide Squad images.
Oh, I'm aware.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if you
I
were
felt
wanting
super
to-
uncomfortable with the camera over there, so I just turned it off, and so that's why I figured, since we were talking about the Suicide Squad, I'd have some images in the background.
Yeah,
as we
fair
talked.
point.
I wonder
And
what
plus,
we're gonna
my
do
mouse
when
is
we.
on the other side of the room.
The guy that played Polka Dot Man.
David Dasmalkian?
I
Dasmalkian?
don't remember how to
That's
pronounce his
Malkian.
last name.
I think is how you
He
pronounce it.
was the I
He
guess
was what?
Russian guy in Ant-Man that worked
Yeah.
with.
He was.
Ant-Man.
T.I.?
I think his name
T.I.
was
was like
Kirk.
his partner in crime in Ant-Man.
Kirk. Yeah.
I thought I
think
liked
that
him
was
a lot in this one.
Yeah.
But it just
So
seems
how-
like anytime I see him in a film, though, he's usually pretty quiet.
Yeah.
So, how many of them survived?
So, what? Take a guess.
I want to guess. Only a couple. I mean, Harley Quinn, obviously, right?
Obviously. I'm not too thrilled about who didn't die, even though I liked him all the way through.
Who?
Fucking Peacemaker. John Cena's
Peacemaker?
character.
Actually, kind of surprised that they didn't have him also be a meta hater.
Well, they went for the direction he was given was be douchey Captain America.
Huh.
He played it well.
I mean, that is kind of Peacekeeper in a nutshell.
His character died?
No,
Oh,
he survived.
okay.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I mean, he's getting his own
That's
spin-off.
what I said.
I know.
What about
I,
King Shark?
I corrected myself.
Oh.
He's alive.
Polka Dot, obviously, I know he died.
Yeah.
I was so bummed. I was like, no, so close. I know
well,
he
here's the
wanted
thing.
to die, but I didn't want him to die.
Well, here's what I, because again, somebody showcasing clips of the movie on TikTok, and I saw that. I'm like, dude, that's like Sharknado levels of stupidity death. With like for example, like the one dude that gets fucking like from the first movie getting freaking crushed by the Hollywood sign.
Yeah. Wait.
He's like,
Oh.
with him. What did he say? Oh yeah, he's like, my mom always said Hollywood could kill me, and then he dies by the Hollywood sign. It's like, dude, you just set especially with Polka Dot Man, you just set yourself up by saying something like just standing there saying something stupid. Oh, here, oh, squash.
But I do know, I think, or I shouldn't say no, I believe that the Peacemaker um, spinoff is going to be based on, like, prior to the events in the Suicide Squad. So, like, his origins.
Oh, okay. I wonder what
Because
they're gonna
otherwise, I mean,
what
well,
they're
I
gonna
mean, I
lead
guess they would
up
said that to
to.
sober expectations about who was going to live or die. I'm sure. They're like, oh, well, he's
Yeah.
going to live. Or he
Yep.
may, well, they were trying to say, like, you don't think that that means he's going to live. He
So
lived,
so is
unfortunately.
so in Suicide Squad, is Starro an alien or just an
Yeah.
experiment?
He's an alien.
And it's an alien.
Okay. I figured I asked because with DC they sometimes fuck up everything.
God, he's gross. I
Yeah.
I did not like it when it started multiplying itself
When it started to what?
to basically birth copies of itself. It's ugh. I don't know. It just looks gross. But at the
Yeah.
same time, the smaller ones look kind of cute.
Till they
And
start
Sebastian was
freaking.
cute. Sebastian was so
Pseudo jellyfish things.
cute.
Oh,
With
I did
tremor
see that
teeth.
clip. The things that like tried to attack uh, King Shark,
Yeah.
who thought that they were his friends.
My favorite scene is the fight scene that I posted in Discord between just the pissing contest between Bloodsport and Peacemaker.
Yeah. Okay, I did see that clip.
The fucking punchline for it all, though, that wasn't in the clip, thankfully. That was
Yeah.
priceless.
Fuck. That's true. No one likes to show off. Unless what they have showing off is dope as fuck. Fuck. That's true.
Uh,
I can't show it on stream though because at the very end of it, there's a dude that basically is hanging dong and gets killed,
Oh my god.
and it's
Didn't
not
even
censored
notice.
out. I noticed because I'm weird like that. But I just kept going.
oh, for that
I
part.
wanted to see
Yeah.
besides if there was anything besides the gore that was gonna make it rated R, because I completely forgot that it was gonna be rated R, and I'm like, oh shit, they went there. Good for them.
Oh, speaking of, I'm
But-
looking forward to Venom coming out.
The one last thing. I loved the portrayal of I forgot the character's name.
Weasel?
Weasel is Weasel. I don't care.
Weasel. Ugh. He's so ugly. I'm sorry. He looks like a wet rat. He basically
Lag.
is a wet rat.
Yeah.
He was a
Lag.
well. No, he is a he. Well,
By the end of it, I did see that clip. Because didn't they jump out of a helicopter and then he freaking
he can't swim.
he can't swim, so they think he's dead
Yeah.
because nobody helps him.
No.
I liked Flag so much more in this one than in the original.
Aw.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
And they even did the the trademark or had him wear the trademark yellow shirt that he wears in the comics, or well, some iterations of him did.
Is that the same lieutenant guy or soldier from the first movie who had a thing for the witch?
For the witch.
Yeah, Enchantress or June Moon.
Yeah.
Yep, that's him. I mean, I don't know what I think about his hair or his haircut, but I don't know. To me, it looks like part of it is, I know he's got the signature yellow shirt, but then to me, he just looks like he's wearing clothes that are a little too small for him. Because I can just imagine him being a little chubby kid with shorts and an umbrella hat. That's what he kind of reminds me of. But I have a vivid imagination, so that might not be normal. But the whole flower, or I do have a gripe though. I like a lot of these. The one big issue with David Ayer's Suicide Squad from 2016.
Yeah.
One huge issue with that film was that there was a lot of things that weren't necessarily earned by characters in the film. Like, somebody I watched pointed this out too, where like El Diablo,
Yeah.
he basically sacrifices himself in order to kill Incubus, and he's like, I'm not gonna lose another family. But how are they family when they literally met that day?
True.
So it doesn't feel like it's earned. Or it just seems like, where the hell did this come from?
Yeah, because I mean,
like they kind of tried to force feed that in the first film.
Well, I was gonna say, because they had that. I mean, they had that one bonding scene, like in between the film, where like they're at the bar.
Yeah,
but that was
exactly what I was bringing up. Yeah. Other than that, like, I don't think they really ever saw each other, in Belle Reve.
No.
And so it just seems very unearned. And then they did Joker
like,
dirty in that
kind of like, kind of like Superman's death.
Yeah.
In Batman vs Superman. No, well, okay. So
I hated that movie so much.
So I haven't read a lot. I've watched. I mean, I got into Superman when I watched freaking a lot of like the animated series and some of the movies and so on. Mostly the animated shit. So I have not read much of the comics, but I do agree with certain reviewers that mention this, that it felt unearned,
Right.
as you were pointing out with Suicide Squad, where it was, especially with Superman's death, where it felt cheap.
Yep.
And they were basically trying to combine just multiple storylines together that honestly could have been expanded into multiple films.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
go ahead. Go on.
I mean, at this point, if this one was called Batman vs Superman, then focus on Batman vs Superman. And maybe in the next film start introducing, because another thing too is another gripe that person had was one of, because it didn't, not only was it cheap, but it, especially with many comic books building up to the fact that Superman not only had friends and family, but also colleagues that he worked with the other superheroes that were there for his funeral. It just felt too soon.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, it would have been great if anything, they set up, for the first film, just focus on the Batman vs Superman thing. That would have made more sense, and then maybe in a movie or two after that, then do Doomsday. But now, unfortunately, they can't, and they can't pull the same trick when characters like Brainiac or Darkseid show up. Unfortunately, because then it just feels like they're trying to reuse the same thing for Superman again.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If they do have him die again, another Death of Superman thing, they could bring in, what was his name? The one that basically took over for Superman while he was gone in the comics.
Shit.
What's his name?
We're getting a Black Superman.
Really?
I guess there's been some talk where they're casting an actor to play as a Black Superman, which that happened in the comics. And honestly, I would be curious to see it. I know some people are griping over it, but it's like I'm one of those people that don't care, as long as it's entertaining. and they don't just focus on the fact that he's black to make it seem like the strong point of it.
Mm-hmm. Trying to cut off the buttons on this DualShock here, and I'm trying to figure out a good way to attack it, because that's literally the hardest part I've encountered so far, is just to figure out where do they cut it, and I think these are too small. Because otherwise, huh? What?
Did you guys hear Digimon got canceled?
What?
Okay, I heard about this week, and it was actually really funny. So, Japan is getting tired of Western politics and their shit. So, a director or writer made a script for a new series for Digimon Tamers, which was the third series of the Digimon, for those who don't remember. And apparently, the new villain, and I'm not kidding, this is the literal name of the villain, because it kind of mocks what's going on in countries like the US, Europe, and so on. The new villain is called cancel culture.
No.
I'm not kidding.
No.
I'm not kidding.
No. Cancel culture.
I'm not fucking kidding.
What show is Aiden's asking?
Digimon. It was a script for Digimon Tamers.
Oh boy. They need to go back to the drawing board on that one.
These people were planning, like, just because Digimon Adventure 1 got a reboot, Tamers will?
Okay. A script featured the Tamers fighting a villainous entity called Political Correctness, which used an attack called Cancel Culture. Prior to this, Konaka had been keeping a retrospective blog on rewatching Digimon Tamers and had blogged his beliefs in several debunked conspiracy theories. I am not
in Tamers.
For Digimon Tamers, yep.
But there's no such thing as that in Tamers.
I know, but I'm saying it was a script for a new series.
Oh.
For Digimon Tamers. That's what I was saying.
Like made by a Westerner?
No, made by writers for Japan.
Oh.
Because they're getting sick of all the cancel culture bullshit.
Not just, for crying out loud, so many people have gotten up in arms just because some of the freaking creators of various series are like, no, this isn't your series. I'm not changing it to your views.
Yeah, because at this point, because at this very point, manga and anime, it's something that is seen all around the world, and at this point, Japan, even with people telling them, "Oh, you need to change this," they're like, "Oh, fuck no, we're not going to change this. We're not going to change our culture for you."
No, they shouldn't.
Which it's funny because especially when you have people that talk about, "Oh, you can't change their culture," but it's like, but you're gonna tell another culture how to police their culture. That makes no fucking sense.
Yep.
Of course it does.
It's the next level of the bullshit that was the cultural appropriation bullshit that went on a year or two back. Y'all remember that nonsense, right?
Wait, say that again?
The cultural appropriation nonsense that went on?
Oh my god.
What specifically?
People outcrying that, "Oh, you can't wear jeans, that's cultural appropriation," shit like that.
What?
Yeah.
Who the fuck would... What?
Well, remember the situation with when Ghost of Tsushima was being announced? and you had the guy who was white playing on the Japanese flute, and people were like at an uproar about
It's an
that.
American studio.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but people get
Yeah,
so
but-
at this point, and it's sad because people don't think by fucking logic. They only garner themselves by fucking emotion.
Like, for crying out loud, it's a love of music, and that is an instrument.
Yeah,
And
anybody
it can
can play
make
it.
Amazing music. Oh, fuck yeah. Anyone can play.
Like if you're like, and well, like any type of flute, any type of string instrument. If you like that instrument, if you want to play, and if you learn how to play it really well, you're allowed to fucking play it, regardless
I
of
used
whether
to play the recorder.
yeah,
was good at it.
regardless of whatever skin color you are, whatever sexual orientation you are, which I don't see why that would be any relevance. But at this point, it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
Why do people care about such stupid shit?
But yeah, this is,
Because
Don't
people are
get it.
stupid.
this is the next level of that cultural appropriation nonsense.
Yeah. Like my cousin, she had dreads, and you know how much shit she got for that? Like, she ended up cutting her dreads off eventually as a result because they were bullying her and accusing her of being racist because she had dreads. Because she was a blonde girl, blue eyes, who has dreads.
That's so fucking
fucking-
stupid.
It's
It
just
is.
like, I mean, I don't think we should be punishing people for being ignorant about culture. And I mean, it's a really cheesy thing, but I've said it on here before, like, don't hate, educate. Like, instead of getting mad, why don't you educate somebody and, you know, have a calm discussion? Why the outrage? Or how about this? Like, who are you mad for? Not
Yeah.
who are you mad at. Who are you mad for?
Honestly, at the end of the day, the way it's done, it comes across as them not really doing that as a means to be like, y'all need to learn about the culture before you do it. It comes across more of, I want attention, and I'm doing this to make myself feel better.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It's just ridiculous.
That's the way it comes across. But I mean, like, to rephrase what I said earlier, it's still, the cultural appropriation nonsense is still kind of going on.
Oh, it's
Because
been, I
last
mean,
I
it's
heard-
never
last
gone
I heard
away.
Yeah. Last I heard, in Washington, they were trying to pass a law that made it to where you can get fined and possibly even jail time, if I recall correctly, for quote unquote cultural appropriation.
Yeah. I mean,
Which really
places
screws
where
over
you
people
can
who
also get
naturally
jail
have
time for
reasons
denying
for.
things exist.
Mhm.
Or certain things exist. Is that the right spot for that one?
So would certain political groups be, sent to jail due to them, denying certain situations in history?
Yes.
No, because it wouldn't
Probably
fit.
would never happen in the first place because they're corrupt.
Because they're tearing down, statues and
Mhm.
trying to remove history books.
Yep.
It would depend on which story it's trying to fit.
Yeah.
Huh.
Sorry, I was looking for Aden's start button or options button.
So you
I have a
guys,
tackle box. It's full of parts. Jesus. And I've got 2 more things coming. God, stop me.
so
Anyway.
you guys like Suicide Squad?
I loved it.
Yes. I did check the Rotten Tomatoes rating before I decided whether I was going to watch it or not. I didn't even see any trailers for it or anything until yesterday. and because I watched a couple of Watch Mojo videos about it, I was like, oh shit, it's already out. And I saw a film review channel already did their review on it. Oh, did it suck? Um, I don't know if you are subscribed to him, Rob. The Birdman at all. I mean, he does film reviews, but he was known for doing he was like everything wrong with CinemaSins review of other films, basically just kind of piggybacking off of CinemaSins and making fun of their videos.
Wait, are we talking about? I might be thinking of the different Birdman, because the one I just pulled up was somebody who talks about drama or stupid shit.
I think his icon is of Blanca from Street Fighter.
Okay, no, never mind. Then it was a different person.
It's his channel it's TH3 Birdman.
Okay, that explained. Okay, there it is. TH3 Birdman.
I like his content. He does Let's Plays too once in a while.
I will subscribe.
Did you check out Newbie yet?
Newbie.
The guy that I recommended last time?
Oh, I have subscribed, but I have not checked out their content yet. Freaking A.
It's all good. I get distracted when watching other things, and I'm like, oh shit, I was supposed to do this. Like right now. I've got to finish grades, and then I've got to develop my syllabi for my stuff and for grad school, and I got to apply for graduation. Hooray.
Yay.
Yay. Hopefully I graduate this December.
Oh.
Fingers
oh wait,
crossed,
Aden,
please.
did you want chameleon or blue or chrome blue for the center button?
Center button, as in the PlayStation button?
Mm-hmm. You wanted the chameleon one, right?
Either or. It doesn't really matter, none to me. So long as it works well, and both of them work relatively well with that schema. So.
Okay. Well, let's see here. I should have put your buttons in my LED one. See how that looks. I did with the D-pad on it, and that looks fucking awesome. Because I almost want to buy a LED kit for PS4, because for those you can actually change the different colors based on different sections. Whereas for currently the PS5 LED kit, it's all one color. But you can also turn it on and off with the PlayStation button. But yeah, I think yours would look so cool with an LED kit in it. It would shine through.
Only two other things come to mind when it comes to that movie, by the way. One, I can't help but think they did Captain Boomerang dirty.
Yeah, they did him so dirty.
In this, similar to the KG Beast in the animated Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that one, but yeah, I was so bummed. But Rick Flag was the one that got me.
Yeah, that hurt.
It hurt when he died. I was like, nah, he's still gonna live. He'll walk out of there just fine. He'll pull that shard out of his heart.
I'll have to watch the movie, because I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You should. It's free. Or you have HBO Max, right?
No.
Rob?
I do not.
Huh?
I don't have HBO Max.
Oh. I'll send you mine. It's actually free. I was surprised. Like, I thought it would be like, kind of like Disney Plus when they have newly released films and they charge you like $30 to watch.
Yeah.
Which, okay. I mean, that's quite expensive, but sure. But at least with Suicide Squad, you don't have to pay anything.
I wonder whether or not anyone has taken that one scene concerning Waller and right after that one moment happens, uh, they put in the scene from Friday. You just got knocked the fuck out.
She got her comeuppance.
Oh
That
fuck
made me
yeah!
smile. I
Did she
mean,
die?
no.
No, it's
She
Waller.
got knocked the fuck out, though.
Damn.
And by somebody you wouldn't really expect to knock her out, but it was just like,
Right.
Jesus! I noticed just like a lot of like James Gunn's films that he uses a lot of like 70s and 80s music. But like a lot of times the songs that he uses are deliberate in terms of like the lyrics, like they're like really fitting. Like the opening song was fuck, I forgot the title of the song, but it's like All My Friends Are Dead. And it's like, all my friends are dead, dead. And they're literally just handing out money from placing bets on who was going to die right away in the Suicide Squad. And they're all just, throwing dollar bills around, just being so happy. And then they just intercut that with, like,
So you
them
could say
dying.
you could say they were enlisting in a Deadpool.
Yeah.
We're ending the stream.
That's
You're never getting your
hopefully-
controller. Actually, no. I do need to get you the controller. I need money.
You were going to save me? I can go back.
That's what I
That's
saw in
so
the
funny.
one. Yeah, I saw that in like a Watch Mojo video, so I was like, Jesus, that's funny. I haven't seen Birds of Prey though. Have you? Have either of you?
I have not.
I
I heard it was
enjoyed
bad.
it.
Really?
I
I thought it
enjoyed
was
it.
good.
Birds of Prey,
The Emancipation of Harley Quinn.
yeah. It was definitely better than Suicide Squad, that's for damn sure.
So you have seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, so not bad?
Yeah, in my opinion, it wasn't bad.
I'll have to check it out.
Then again. Never mind. I was gonna bring up an old thing.
Times definitely felt forced. But it wasn't bad. And the portrayal of the characters, honestly, it kind of fell in line.
I kept fucking calling Staryu whenever JR and I were watching the Suicide Squad. I was like, damn it! Oh, hey, there's Staryu. Oh, look at the little Staryus. Oh, shit, Starro.
Staryu the Conqueror.
Yeah, Staryu the Conqueror. Jesus.
Did you know that Starro in some comics was Batman's son?
Really?
No, it's definitely different.
Yeah.
Okay.
In certain versions, he plays as a Robin.
Really?
I'm not fucking kidding.
Oh.
Look it
dear.
up.
My hands are kind of busy at the moment.
That sounds about as disturbing as Titan Tales from the original run of the Archie Sonic comics.
I'm looking it up, and it was the first thing that popped up.
What?
Starro Robin.
When it first appeared on screen, Jared was like, "Oh, SpongeBob and Patrick." I mean, that would still be terrifying.
Yeah.
And I like starfish
It's
too. I actually
it's-
have a
it's a-
couple of starfish like shells in the other room here. But yeah. Anyway, you were saying, Rob?
I was gonna say it's Starro in a little Robin outfit. I just posted in
wow.
admin chat.
It kind of works.
Here, I'm gonna. Okay. So what do I type in? So I can show it because I don't want to have to switch windows.
Just type in Starro Robin.
Oh. Oh my. Or his.
Disturbing as I was picturing it.
On it, Dad. Is what. Oh, oh dear. Starro Robin. I don't know. No, it's Weasel. I was gonna say I don't know which one I find more disgusting, Weasel or Starro. It's Weasel. God. I mean, I wonder if Sean, or who did the mocap for Weasel.
It
Let me
was,
check, but currently my hands are back to putting
if
shit together.
memory serves, it was Sean Gunn.
It was. So he did Rocket
It,
and Weasel.
I believe so, yeah.
I was trying to figure out what it said on his forehead in the prison or in Belle Reve. Because he also appears in person too.
Oh, Sean Gunn. Oh, that wasn't anything particular. Those were just Roman numerals. He was portraying Calendar Man as well.
Really?
Yeah, that was Calendar Man.
Really? I didn't. Oh, okay.
That's why he made that stupid freaking holiday pun.
Oh. Gotcha. Why is this not going on? I don't get why you
Didn't
are
didn't they
having a
do
pain in
something
my
for the
ass.
Halloween Batman movie that came out like in recent months where they're like telling him, okay, you know what today is? Today is All Hallows Eve, the 31st day of the month, and he's like, and it's Taco Tuesday.
Sounds like something that
Dumb.
belongs in the Harlequin animated series. I'm not gonna lie.
Dumb. Okay. Alright,
So
now it's working. Sorry, this is my first time ever actually putting together a PS4 controller. It's a lot easier once you open the shells. It's just these pads. Don't want, like, I'm putting it on the new shell right now, and then after that, I just gotta clip the buttons and screw everything in. Yours is gonna be done.
Wow.
nice.
And then
See you guys
Rob
ready?
said I'll work on that right after.
Like
Yours won't take. Yours shouldn't take long, Rob.
Nice.
Weasel is a super uncanny valley kind of feeling to him, but that one
Yeah.
flashback cracked me the fuck up. I don't know why.
Oh, when he was licking the window?
Yes.
Gross.
It was disgusting and unsettling, but at the same time, I could not help it.
He's so gross looking. I'm sorry. I don't like his look.
Oh.
Have you seen what Weasel looks like? in the
I've
movie,
seen what
Rob?
Weasel looks. I've seen what Weasel looks like.
Ugh. Sorry if there's any Weasel lovers out there.
Those bulging eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think all weasels are ugly. He's an ugly weasel. Funny
Yep.
though. I mean, did anyone check to see if Weasel could swim?
Oh my fucking god.
I had to pause when I first started watching it because I was like, oh, Michael Rooker's in it. Of course he is because it's a James Gunn film. But come on, options button. Cut, please. Try not to cut the film out.
Yeah, what breed was brought up? Do you ever see that breed with hands?
Wait,
That
what
button
happened?
Flew. Sorry, say that again, Aiden. Sorry, when I cut the other button, it just shot up in the air.
I don't remember what breed was brought up whenever they were trying to figure out what Weasel was.
Afghan
It was like,
Hound?
you ever see that
What?
breed with hands?
I remember in the trailer because they
Do
were like
dogs have thumbs?
they're all like questioning whether or not he was an actual weasel or a werewolf or freaking.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sitting they're sitting next to a werewolf? Pete Davidson's character, I don't know what to make of him.
I don't either.
But yeah, I mean, because I had to look him up, and I was like, okay, what are his abilities? And or it was like Blackguard is somebody who basically foils his own plans.
Yeah.
And I mean, he sure did.
You're an idiot.
Hey guys, I'm the ones who called you. Wait, what's going on? Hey guys, and he gets his face ripped or just shot off. Jeez. Like, I was like, oh shit, because that was like the first instance of like actual like real gore, aside from the bird getting killed in the beginning. I thought that was so funny that the bird ate his fucking or exploded body.
Yeah.
It's like, revenge, motherfucker. Okay. Why can't I... Wait, did I... Wait, what? Why are you like that? Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to figure out why this cable is not where it's supposed to be. Okay.
I'd never heard of Ratcatcher before this. All the others,
I have, but
kinda had.
I have heard of Ratcatcher, but I know that Ratcatcher was originally, well, because I mean, Ratcatcher 2 is in
Yeah.
the Suicide Squad. But I have heard of Ratcatcher. I just can't remember where I heard of him from. Gosh, where did I hear about him? Because I knew about like his mask and everything, and I knew he had suffered from like heroin addiction.
Huh.
But
Well, isn't it a female or a woman that plays him?
yeah, it's his daughter.
Ratcatcher 2. Yeah. This is
Ratcatcher
Ratcatcher
2.
2.
Basically,
Okay.
they went the twisted metal route, or Outlaw and Outlaw
Okay.
2. Jesus. Well,
Interesting.
have you guys seen the original Twisted Metal fucking endings?
Yes,
'Cause
you
they're
showed me
all-
those.
They're,
Those were so
they're
fucking
so
hokey.
hilarious. I mean, they're really hard to see. Like, I mean, so grainy, but it's all acted out. And it makes Calypso look like a giant tool. I mean, Calypso is basically a giant tool,
is.
but I mean, it made him look worse. It's like they just
Yeah.
slathered like oatmeal on his face and then painted it, and it was like, okay, there's your face now. Okay, come on, you. Get in there, please.
One thing that surprised me when I was looking up what all roles the guy who portrayed Polka Dot Man has done.
Mm-hmm. I know there's Ant-Man and
he's
Ant-Man and the
gonna
Wasp,
be
but
the,
other than that, I
he's gonna
don't...
be the lead role in the upcoming Dune remake.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
David Dasmalkian. Dasmalkian. It's hard for me to say his name fast. Dasmalkian. What else was he in, other side from what I mentioned already?
Let me look it up again. Yeah, he's gonna be playing Peter DeVry. Or DeVry. I can't remember how it's pronounced. How his last name's pronounced. He played Thomas Schiff, whoever that was, in The Dark Knight.
In the bank?
I
Or
guess.
wait. No, I think I... Who was he? I mean, obviously he's hold on, how do you spell the name?
THOMAS SCHIFF. Oh, he was
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
one of the ones.
He was the guard.
Yeah, he was one of the ones at the bank.
Or one of the officers, or fake officers.
Yeah.
I just remember. Ooh, this is looking
Uh,
pretty sweet.
Only one of the ones I recognize out of 2012 is Sushi Girl, and I still have yet to watch that. I don't know if I
A
want to.
what?
Sushi Girl.
Sushi Girl.
Yep, Sushi Girl. It's a crime film.
Is it? Oh gosh. How long ago?
As in the food. 2012.
Ah. Alright, let's get this cable.
Let's see. He was Sergeant LJ. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. From the Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie.
Huh.
Someone named Coco in Blade Runner 2049. He's a SWAT officer in the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Okay.
And he, yeah, he voiced Julian Day or Calendar Man in Batman: The Long Halloween Part 1 and Part 2. He also voiced Penguin in Part 2 of that. Interesting.
How old is he?
Oh, goodness. He's 44.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, shit, that's right. He was Dwight Pollard in Gotham.
Never seen Gotham still.
Dwight Pollard was the leader of a group of fanatics that loved oh god, what was his name? Hold on a second. Jerome. And what Jerome stood for.
Oh,
And tried to carry it on. He was like the leader of that cult.
Did you just say interesting?
No.
What'd you say?
He
I
said
didn't catch it.
interesting. He said interesting.
He apparently.
I'm fucking with you, Rob. You can say the word interesting. For context, if anyone watches this after, is that right before we went live, I had mentioned that, Rob said interesting, and then I was like, I kind of laughed, and I've shared this with Aden before. I was like, whenever I hear somebody say the word interesting after something, it kind of almost comes off to automatically as disingenuous to me. I wasn't trying to insult Rob. I was just basically saying, oh, like, that's typically what I associate that word as. And so he was just trying to hide it from me just now. And I don't care. I'm honestly, it's all good. I'm just fucking with you.
In a couple of episodes of The Flash, he played a villain known as Abracadabra.
Huh.
And in the 2017 Twin Peaks, he played as Pit Boss Warwick in 3 episodes.
Okay. Why?
What?
Not using the right screwdriver or what? Hold on.
Oh, he was in 11 episodes of the MacGyver reboot. Played a character named Murdoch.
Really? There's a MacGyver reboot?
In 2016, from 2016 to 2021, so it might still be going.
Really?
Nope, it's over. It ended on April 30th.
Ah. I always loved referencing MacGyver growing up, or calling, like, MacGyvering a situation,
Right.
using his name as a verb.
I mean, it works well as a verb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Ever watch MacGyver, Rob?
Even people
I
who've
think-
never watched it know the reference.
I've seen bits and pieces, but not like the full show.
Knows what it means to MacGyver something. So
I know the term. I do know that.
I always was like, give me a Q-tip and a penguin and I'll get myself out of any situation. I don't know why I need the penguin, but shh. No one needs to know.
That's cool.
Do I need to put foam on this?
This
I
reminds
gotta put
one of
foam on
their
Rob's
SNL
controller.
parody.
What's that?
It just reminds one of the SNL parody of MacGyver. I forgot what
Oh
the
wait,
hell it is.
holy shit! Yeah,
MacGruber?
I think so, yeah.
Where they made a film
ju-
out of it too?
Oh, yeah. It was MacGruber.
It was alright. Sorry to cut you off, Rob. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, because you guys were talking about the guy that played Polka Dot Man, and I just realized, yeah, he played in, was it The Dark Knight?
Yeah, he was in The Dark
Yeah.
Knight. He was in Ant-Man.
That's so cool.
Not gonna lie, knowing that he's gonna be playing the lead role for Dune for the coming remake of Dune, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's actually kind of
I
cool.
enjoyed the '80s one, the '80s Dune movie that had Sting as one of the antagonists.
Yeah. The shitty one? I mean,
Had
That was the only thing that was really memorable to me, was that, oh yeah, Sting was in it.
Sir Patrick Stewart was in it.
I don't remember.
Patrick Stewart's awesome, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed that movie, and it doesn't really hold up all that well, but it's still decent.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it is.
Or will
is
I?
decent.
Who knows? We'll see.
So you guys ready to talk about Keemstar?
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
Hopefully people can hear me.
So-
Because I'm kind of talking away from my mic. But go on.
It's
Keemstar is getting harassed because of dating a 20-year-old.
now.
Who cares?
Well, apparently all the internet, including, well, more so stirring the pot, people that actually, that want to give a shit are Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein, two people that have been, ultimately known to despise Keemstar.
Yeah.
But
Well, Trisha has been back and forth.
Real quick, isn't
She
Ethan Klein
also wanted to fuck
supposed be
Keemstar
related?
too. So
oh yeah, I mean,
they wanted to fuck up. Sorry, they.
and that's
Go
been
on.
brought up a couple of times too.
Isn't Ethan Klein soon to be related to her?
Yeah, she's marrying his brother-in-law, or Ela's brother.
So,
They're still not on the best of terms though, after the whole frenemies
Okay.
breakup. And Trisha started her own podcast, which is basically just her sitting there and talking, called Enemies.
for her usual videos.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing. I mean, it's nothing new.
No,
But-
it's not.
But yeah, with everything, it started with Trisha kind of starting this whole. Now, I'm gonna say this puts me in an awkward position because a lot of people know
The
how.
context is that basically Trisha is saying that Keem is basically predatory for
Yeah.
dating a 20-year-old, and he's 40.
even though
Context
he is,
given.
even though she is of legal age, and I hate
Yeah.
kind of mentioning that, but here's the thing. This puts me in a really awkward kind of situation because, Aden and MJ, they know how I feel about Keemstar. I dislike the guy. I really do. But this is a situation where I kind of feel like I have to defend him to some degree. Granted, I've kind
He said Keem cock. He wanted this Keem cock.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Did I say that, or
Trisha,
that was Trisha or Keemstar that said that? No,
That was Keemstar.
Keem-
He was like, Trisha, you've always wanted this Keem cock.
Yeah, that is something he said. Now, and it's gonna be weird because I know like somebody who will probably watch this afterwards will probably be like, "Well, you got on Onision when it come to his relationships." Like, yeah, but here's the thing: those people were actually underage compared to Keemstar, who
And
is
basically,
dating a
Trisha is
20-year-old.
throwing out the argument of that Keem is predatory because, women, or even though she's 20 and of legal age, your brains don't fully develop until you're in your mid-20s. And so Trisha believes that older people should not date women or anyone under the age of 25. Mind you, she talks about because of her experiences. I'm not going to discount
Yeah.
what she went through in life, but
Oh,
that
no,
is
I
no
won't.
way to enforce morality or police morality on somebody that you should give two shits about, or give two shits less about.
Oh, I'm with you on that. I mean, at this point, I mean, again, because that's her experiences.
Call out
Unfortunately,
people for
it's
actual
not.
legitimate things. Don't call out people for dating somebody who's of legal age. And
Yeah.
that's insulting to the girl, to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so you think that I'm not fully developed or I'm not cognizant of making my own decisions. Even though everybody else says, I'm an adult. I've been an adult. I am
Yeah.
allowed to make decisions. I am an adult. So kind of like fuck off kind of thing. I mean, I see where Trisha's getting at, but she's absolutely in the wrong. And this calling out Keemstar for that particular thing. Like, get a life.
And I made this joke earlier before the stream, and I'm going to say it again. Honestly, I'm not going to trust the woman who thought it was healthy to pour fake cum all over herself for videos.
Yeah.
Her reasoning kind of is put into question when you remember shit like that. But at this point, Ethan Klein is getting on the whole situation, and considering that, Ethan Klein has that beef, the spineless little cur decided to, try to, take a few shots at Keemstar. But apparently, the thing that really bugs me is apparently this was brought up by Keem recently, that entities like Team YouTube are threatening to take away his partnership by continuing, action with Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas.
So yeah, they are trying to stir up more drama so that he.
Well, according to Ethan, he's all for cancel culture. Maybe he should be in Digimon.
Oh, he would be the ringleader that causes everything to happen. We must destroy Ethan Klein, the leader of cancel culture or political correctness.
We do not condone the cancellation of anyone on this channel.
No, we're just making a joke.
Yeah.
We're just making
Rob's
a joke
just being silly, guys.
and making a correspondence to what we were talking about with Digimon. Even though that ruins the joke now because we're basically having to explain
You're welcome. If you came here for entertainment, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you here? Just kidding.
But it
please stay.
Something, and I watched Low Black's video, kind of going over some of the things that have been said.
Wait, did you actually say his name correctly this time?
Bo Blacks? Yes, I think I did.
Yay!
But he brings up an obvious point that makes Ethan look like a hypocrite, because in earlier episode of Ethan's podcast, he had Boogie2988, who described, and I'm not judging Boogie, but I'm just making a point. Boogie describes how at one point in close to his 40s was dating a 20-year-old. And Ethan Klein was all for it. He didn't care. But it's like, okay, hold on. Again, not trying to judge Boogie, but why are you all of a sudden against somebody who is dating a 20-year-old? And by the way, it's clearly none of your business. And yet you were applauding Boogie for doing the exact same thing. And it just goes to show, yeah, he's a spineless fucking hypocrite.
Alright, I figured out how to put the R2 and L2 buttons on the PS4 together. It's different. It's a lot easier. Jesus Christ. So easy.
Watch I get an email saying, "Oh,
takes me half an hour to do."
Watch as I get an email saying your partner, you are no longer part of the partner program. I'm like, well, okay.
And then I respond back and being like, okay, we renounce Rob.
I'll just be like, okay, it's not like we make much money on this anyways.
Oh yeah, I still love it. We're doing this for I mean money.
But no, what my point is that I at this point, because you guys see the views that I get on a lot of my other shit,
Yeah.
and I try not to focus on the drama crap anymore. I create what content I want to create. I don't do it to most. I like it when people enjoy some of the content I post, but at the same time, I'm creating content that I like to create.
And that's what matters, honestly.
I'm not here. I know I'm not gonna please everybody, especially when it comes down to some of the things I say when it comes to drama or play or the reactions or so on. I'm just gonna create the content that I enjoy, and not overly think about what pleases people.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, 100% on that, where I'm sensitive. So I would take things personally, even though I shouldn't. But that's my flaw.
I mean, here's my thing, because at this point, I've learned early on, especially when it comes through work and this, is especially with people giving you shit. It's just half the time you just gotta fucking ignore them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier said than done, though.
Well,
I'm talking about in
how
general,
easily
not
one
just YouTube, but in general. It's easier said than
You
done.
know, honestly, with the way how easy it can be to lose the partnership these days,
Nowadays, yeah.
I can't help but think that that one freaking image MJ posted in the Discord of live action Edward Elric, it's beyond repair.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
He's referring to that picture that I posted in Discord of the live action Edward Elric. And it's it's beyond repair.
Yeah.
I told Rob that he should review that movie.
How easy it is to lose partnership these days.
Yeah. You should review that movie.
Oh no, that's on my queue. And I will. I mean, and after I watch it, and if I end up hating it, I will be giving you guys a shout out for making me review that crap.
Congrats to me.
Be like,
yay.
I'll probably pull a freaking was it Tim and Bato from Manga Pulse be saying I don't like you guys right now because you guys made me watch this.
I didn't press play on your computer or device.
You guys were the one that suggested it.
That's on you, not on me.
You suggested it.
I will sleep just fine, thank you very much. Eat shit and die. I'm just kidding.
Yes, you first. Oh no! He said no. Yeah, he's like, yes, fuck off. No, he was like, yes, fuck you. Oh man. Actually, since
I am becoming a Belmont.
Oh, I love that scene, by the way. Like, no joke. When he realizes, oh shit, I'm becoming like Trevor. That was like a really funny moment. Like, well, yeah, kinda, dude. I feel bad for him. And yeah. I'm gonna say this for Castlevania. I was happy they gave him closure.
Mm-hmm.
I was so freaking happy.
Yeah.
And especially for characters that I did not expect them to give closure to.
It was actually really poignant whenever you see the dolls get destroyed. Like, it kind of hurt because that one scene from season 3.
Yeah. Where he's so interacting with the dolls.
Was attached, and he was attached to the dolls, and you see them destroyed. But at the same time, it's rather poignant because it also shows that he no longer needs them.
Yeah, he has his friends.
Yeah.
Even though he hates to admit it, Trevor is his friend. I love the last joke near the very end. Yeah, it's my town. We're gonna name it Treffy. Trevor's like, somebody please kill me.
Gee, I still haven't watched season 3 yet.
You mean 4?
That one, yeah. I'm horrible. Oh my god, it's so
It's
freaking
all
hot in
good.
here right now.
I mean,
Ah.
we've talked at length about season 3. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
yeah.
Especially the last couple episodes.
That and 4.
Man, this is taking me way longer than I thought it would. Because I was like, before I was so confident, I was like, yeah, Aiden's is going to be done in like 5 minutes. I've almost got the screws on. I think I just put the light bar one part backwards. I'm just watching a quick video just to see. I want to see where that light bar, or where that goes. Because it's a plastic piece under the light bar that I'm looking for. I'm trying to find it.
But something funny that I just remembered, since we were talking about the whole Keemstar thing. So, as you guys know, I'm replaying Doki Doki Literature Club. One of the first things, because they give you the original warning about, this is not suitable for young children and all that. But something they mentioned, too, because I think some people were kind of weirded out about it in the last time, was they mentioned right off the bat, these characters are 18. I'm like, okay.
Oh. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I thought that was like a weird addition. I'm like,
cool.
But then like thinking about,
I'm doing it the right way.
but
Cool.
as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, gee, I wonder why they posted that.
I'm saving my ass right now.
Yes, we're saving our asses by mentioning that they're 18.
Honestly, speaking of those that were outraged about that game because of their age,
I never even thought of
how
that
they
being
look,
an issue.
yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it one bit if they've never played a single fucking visual novel in their life.
They probably haven't. I mean, I haven't, and it's a weird experience. By the way, when you guys watch my video, I spend 4 minutes kind of stalling a little bit.
I don't want to play this game.
I'm like, I don't want to play this shit.
MJ scarred me last time for recommending this game to me.
I mean, we could always have you revisit Simulacra and go for one of the other endings.
Oh, no.
You cheated. Yeah, I'm not letting that one go. You so cheated. You cannot sit there and tell us that you beat Simulacra, got the best ending in your first try. Not possible. Even if it was possible, still not possible for Rob. Just because I want to give him shit. I think I put these buttons in backwards. Oh, shit. I already put these all back in. Nah.
But actually, since going further than that, another thing that we can talk about is apparently how Chris Chan went to court.
Yeah, and they tried correcting the judge.
The judge?
And the judge is like, I'm just reading the statutes. Because they're like, they said he, and Christian goes, she!
Well, another thing is apparently he was stomping around, causing a ruckus, and claiming that he was...
They wanted their toys or whatever, their belongings brought back to them, and then they would sort of do whatever, wasn't it?
Yeah. That person's not going to do well in prison.
No, she's not.
Yeah, sorry if I misgendered on accident.
Yeah, that person's not doing well in prison.
I am not watching the documentary by, was it Base Shaman or whatever? It's like 60 parts long, and each part's like a couple hours a piece. Jesus.
At this point, I don't care much. I didn't care before. For the most, only with this whole situation of like the person taking advantage of their dimension-ridden mother.
Well, isn't it? I don't believe that anything is confirmed that she has dementia. I
Well,
don't
whatever the
know
case.
though. I'm not following it all too much. I just heard about the stomping their feet and trying to call out the judge for being sexist when they were just literally
Yeah.
just reciting the statute.
I know. I recently posted that one video where I'm kind of. I mean, for the first part of the video, I was a little bit irritated because a lot of people. The only thing that people are focusing on with this whole situation is the fact that certain parties are misgendering the person,
Mm-hmm.
which I try to be respectful, but at the same time, that's a non-issue compared to the fact that, I mean, with the evidence shown at this time, Christian, whether they are a man or a woman, sexually assaulted their dementia-ridden elderly mother.
Not just that, but was stealing from her too.
Yeah. So once again, regardless of whether the person was a man or woman, I don't give a shit at this point. But what matters, what truly matters, and should be focused on, is the fact that this sick individual pulled a Jessica Yaniv and had sexual intercourse with their dementia-ridden elderly mother and was stealing from her.
It's ma'am.
Don't they believe that they basically live like they want to live like in Cool World? That's what I would kind of chalk it up to, right? They believe that the animated universe is gonna come merge with
in
humans
reality.
in reality.
I'm kind of wondering if that person saw the movie Paprika.
What's that?
You've never watched Paprika?
Maybe, but they're more about like Sonic, if I recall correctly.
I know, but
Stuff.
what they're describing reminds me of Paprika.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay,
It's
so
weird.
the main premise of the movie is these group of scientists create a device that allows a person to enter another individual's dreams, but things start going awry. Did I say that word correctly?
Mhm.
Yep.
When they find out that one of their prototypes was stolen, and people are using it to control certain individuals, like using mind control, using I guess controlling them through their dreams.
This is an animated series, or
No, this is an animated film,
oh, okay.
and it starts off with one of the main characters, one of the main scientists who has a alternate persona in the dream world or dreamscape by the name of Paprika that they use to try to uncover certain things inside dreams. And it's this whole investigation to figure out, okay, who's doing this, who stole the device, and it gets to the point. I don't want to go into too much because it is a crazy movie, and it visually and music wise, it's insane. But
I hear it's on the same level as the likes of Perfect Blue or the anime Serial Experiments Lane, as far as how crazy it gets.
I mean, near the very end,
how it blurs the line between reality and fiction.
yeah, because again, not spoiling too much, but near the very end of it, it literally has the dream world and our reality blending into one.
Ooh.
To a certain degree.
Just
So
reminds me of Cool World.
Yeah.
That too. So to an extent, actually, I bet you
That movie
that's actually
really didn't age all that well.
You know, now that I think about it, that's where Chris Chan got their inspiration from Cool World. Makes
That's
sense.
what I just made the joke like 5 minutes ago.
Well, again,
joke stealer.
well, here's the thing.
Because of Sonic X. Not gonna lie, Sonic X or Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, but that's them getting teleported
Froggy?
into another dimension. with was it Sonic X?
That's what it initially started as, was them hoping that kind of thing would happen. But then, from what I understand, they wanted it to become full reality.
Yeah. And he wanted to fuck his creation. Known as Kim Basinger.
This was before the
So it is Cool World, or what he was thinking of is Cool World.
Basically, yeah. Don't ever play that video game, though. That one's bad. Bad. It's hard as shit. And confusing. It's kind of like Home Alone 2? Right at the very beginning, you end up getting strangled by the doorman if you don't move right away. Game Grumps, there's like a popular clip of theirs where they did that and they died right away. The game overed right away because they didn't know what to do. And it just kept looping of them going or respawning the same spot and the same thing happening to them over and over again. Ash, I hear you. I know.
Yeah.
He was crying, but you're not coming in yet. Not until I finish with Aden's controller.
So to some extent, so Chris Hansen or Chris I don't know why I say Chris Hansen.
Oh.
I don't know why I say Chris Hansen. Chris Chan. Basically.
We at Novakast believe that all Chris's are horrible people. Just kidding. Don't sue us.
Well, it's like Karen at this point. It's
you like
the name
what I
Karen.
say? Should I keep talking then? Okay.
But anyways,
no, let's not do that. Let's not.
So basically,
move on. Anyway, go ahead.
Chris Chan, their theory of an anime world merging with the reality basically was ripped off and plagiarized from Ralph Bashki.
People can't even do a crime right. It's so unoriginal. That's horrible of me to say. I'll shut up.
By the way, here's something for people to get mad. The Ralph Bashki Lord of the Rings was actually good. I said it.
You talking to those animated films?
Said that would be fighting words.
The animated film.
Those weren't bad.
It was good. It was good,
in my opinion.
I saw it. I actually enjoyed it. It's short. It doesn't. It's basically just a mix of both the Fellowship and Two Towers. It'll probably be better than the Amazon.
You
Amazon
do know
Rings.
that they made all three things into their own separate movies, right?
Yeah, because it was the Hobbit.
The animated ones go.
Yeah.
Well, two of them were what you're thinking of. Two of those wasn't Ralph Bashki. Two of those was a different animator.
I bet. Was Ralph Bashki the one behind the Hobbit animated film?
No,
it was the one behind the other two Lord of the Rings.
No,
okay.
So Ralph Bashki did the film that was a mix between the Fellowship and the Two Towers. The two films you're thinking about was created by another animator whose name I cannot remember at this time, which I'll probably look it up in a second. But they made The Hobbit and the Fellowship, or not the Fellowship, but the Return of the King, which I'm looking it up. Animated Hobbit.
Loved the animated Hobbit.
Yeah, it was all right.
That was good. That was good. I like that too. Probably own it still.
Directed by Joel Bass. I'm trying to find. You can get it on Amazon.
I'm not gonna lie. I was super freaking happy with the first Hobbit film in the trilogy.
The TV movie
when they did the That's What Bilbo Baggins Hates song, as well as Under Misty Mountain, or whatever the heck it was called.
I'm trying to find who animated it, but I can't seem to find it. Not IMDb. Who animated Hobbit 1977? Okay. The Hobbit was the name of the 1977 American animated television special directed by Joel Bass and Arthur Rankin Jr., based on the J.R.R. Tolkien book. But who animated it? Who did the animation? That's what I want to know.
Life's important questions.
Bilbo did. He just didn't want to tell anyone.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look
there
up
we go.
IMDb.
There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't shutting. Oh. I'm being super careful with this, or with your controller, just because it's the first PS4 one I've ever done. So I'm trying real hard not to fuck it up.
Why am I not finding anything on who animated this film?
At least getting one controller done tonight.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. When it came to the live action trilogy for The Hobbit, I was actually somewhat disappointed that they didn't use Down to Goblin Town in it. That would have been freaking amazing, in my opinion.
Licensing, maybe?
Maybe.
That would be my best guess.
The other two make sense because makes sense that they were used because, well, I mean, that's what a lot of people tend to think of when it comes to The Hobbit.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay, so now I remember why I couldn't remember it, because usually the term used for that animation was Bass, which is both Joel Bass and... I'm looking up the IMDb again. Joel Bass. Yep. So it's Rockin' Bass animated.
Okay.
So that's for The Hobbit.
When it comes to the Fellowship of the Ring animated film, I can't take the Lord of the Rings animated films seriously just because of the freaking bard in the opening for the Fellowship of the Ring. Frodo and the Nine. That one.
Mm-hmm.
That song. I can't take it seriously because of that.
I don't blame you.
I mean,
okay, one button's pressing, the other one's not. Why are you not pressing?
With Ralph Bakshi's, his animation's really like inconsistent, but it also sets up. It kind of gives him a chance to use different styles for that film. Like for certain instances, they use rotoscope. Like
I like rotoscoping.
Like for instance, like two sections in particular, the tavern sequence, which looks very inconsistent when you have the hand-drawn characters.
Yeah.
As well as the one of the last scenes where it's like the battle for the what's the stronghold called? Was it Helm's Deep? No. I think it is.
I think it is.
But where in the final battle, which, by the way, in films I talk a lot about use of color, and I love the way they use red for that battle. It was weird. It was, and understandably with the live action where it's like really dark and you have like a lot of blue, where because it's shot at night. But it made more sense for the animated to use like a red palette for a lot of the violence that you see in the last battle. Heck, I talked in a recent video for what was it called? The Seventh Day, where it's like another possession movie. They do
last week, didn't you? You talked about it last week, didn't you?
Yeah. I was just gonna make a quick mention of again. There's one scene in particular that, even though it's not a great film, one scene in particular that I really like was the fact of, or how they use lighting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always good. And in fact, another good example, and I bring it up this is my one go-to example every freaking time, is in Force Awakens when Kylo decides whether to kill his dad or not. Which I know everybody hates that scene, but the one thing I do like about that scene.
I haven't seen it.
Oh shit.
I don't care.
Well, the one thing I like about that scene is, especially with like around that time, they're like absorbing the energy from the sun. The room which is like a giant chasm that they're in, which with a like long bridge, is basically shaded in red and blue. And this is around the time, and they set it up where it's like this is the time where Han Solo was questioning, or like kind of trying to convince his son to come with him. And they do this really thing where you kind of you don't see it from him immediately, but through the environment you kind of see what his choice is, as all the blue light fades and it's just completely red.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then when it's made more apparent when he finally stabs his dad with the lightsaber.
You said lightsaber? Lifesaver?
Lightsaber.
I didn't know if I just misheard you or was being an asshole. Alright. Everything show? Goodness. Why are you stuck? The only thing that's holding me back from finishing this right now is because of the buttons. The start and the share the options buttons after I cut off the original ones.
Are they giving you trouble?
I mean, one of them is. But it looks like... Hold on. Did I cut too short? I don't think I did. Because I got one of them to press down just fine. The other one was a little bit finicky. Let's see here. Oh. No, they're both good. I just had them in the wrong way.
Ah.
Like I said, first time even cutting anything open either. Like, it's kind of dim in here, but maybe I'll turn my camera on. I'm sweaty as hell, though. Let's see. Is it full screen on the capture? I need to see my pop and my babe, but you'll see it on stream. But so this is just the frame of the PS4 controller, and these share and options buttons right here. I had to cut these out of the original one and then put these in. So I was having an issue because I put it in backwards for this one, and so it wasn't lining up right. And it's my first time ever cutting buttons out of a controller. I've never had to do that for any of the DualSenses. But yeah, I mean, now that that's fixed, I just gotta screw everything in and put your decal on and you're done.
Oh, nice.
And then bringing it back over to David or Thomas Schiff is a screen on stream. Deal with it. But it's looking really cool. I really like your buttons, and I'll show it on stream once it's finished or in full. But both Rob and Aden's controllers that I'm making for them are the same exact color back, and they didn't plan that. And the one that I'm making a Novakast one for myself, and that will also possibly have that same color back. And I might remap or make that an esports controller, but we'll see. Right now, I just gotta work on putting this one back together. So much easier for a PS4 on the inside, but the outside, that fucking shell. Jesus. I'm more comfortable for doing commissions. I'd be much more comfortable in saying that I can do dual senses easily. DualShocks, we'll see.
Might just be one of those that once you get the hang of it, it's like, okay, yeah, I got it.
I mean, a lot of the inside of it's very similar. Shit, what screw was it that I used for that one? It looks like they're all the same size, but way easier than the Joy-Cons, though. I've read a lot of reviews too, where people saying modding Joy-Cons is a little bit, or quite a bit harder. They're even tinier. Like, it's insane. I have my Joy-Cons torn apart behind me. Still. I haven't been, like I said before, haven't been on my Switch in like 6 months.
You know, that does bring up an interesting question, because I haven't really looked into it too much. Considering the size of the OLED Switch, the upcoming one, I wonder if they're also going to be increasing the size of the Joy-Cons.
Like,
I don't know.
Because they're so tiny.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. If they did that. Wouldn't mind that at all. But I haven't played. The last game I was playing was Immortals Phoenix Rising, and I have the season pass for it, and there's been several expansions released, but fucking Ubisoft. I love those games, like, you know, that one and the Assassin's Creed reboot series, like Odyssey. I mean, Aden seen me play quite a bit of Odyssey. That was the last game I ever played on stream on my channel. That was like a solo stream, at least. But they make their games so fucking huge nowadays. And it's overwhelming. Like, I still haven't beaten Assassin's Creed Valhalla because of how fucking huge. And they just came out with more DLC. And, like, both that game and, like, Immortals Phoenix Rising. Like, they're just adding way too much content. It's just so much. And a lot of it's kind of repetitive.
Almost makes one wonder if with Immortals they're trying to compete with the likes of Genshin Impact.
Maybe. I mean, it's a good game. If you really like Breath of the Wild with, like, kind of like Ubisoft mechanics, if you like Breath of the Wild and Assassin's Creed, you'll love Immortals Phoenix Rising, basically. But I don't even remember much of the plot from the game, and I put like 50 hours into it. But it's a cornier version of Breath of the Wild. Like, they try to throw in a lot of jokes and stuff, but it's just fun fighting in the game. That's basically or riding around. I mean, you guys have seen me play that game too, because I showed you where my my companion bird or whatever is Jake from Adventure Time. Good times. Alright, shut you bastard. I don't know if this is charged, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to see the LED backing, or the light bar on this. Hopefully I did it right. Just sticking the decal on the outside, but I'm just curious how, like, because the decal itself, it just looks solid black. Like, I do not see the pattern on it at all. So, but I don't know if I charged this controller yet. We'll see.
So, since we're talking about gaming for a quick sec, have you guys heard the news of Valve's new gaming console?
Wait, what?
The Steam Deck?
Yeah.
Oh, the Steam Deck?
Mm-hmm.
I don't...
Is it...
I don't know if I'm interested in it, honestly. Like...
Aden and I talked about it the other day.
You know what? If anything, here's my question, because, you know, I have a couple of games that are on Steam, and my biggest question is, will it have its own docking system? Because if so, like, if I can play it on controller instead of just as a handheld, that'd be awesome. Because if anything, then any of the games I have on Steam, I can download onto it and play it as a console.
Yeah.
I think it's
From what-
gonna be like the kind of like what you would see with the Switch. That
Yeah.
if it does have a dock, that it's obviously gonna run better, playing docked versus if you're doing handheld, they have to lower the graphical
true.
quality on it in order for it to match to be able to play like portable or make it
Now-
portable and still play well.
Here's another game for certain games. Can I mess with console commands?
Hmm.
That would be nice,
Maybe,
but
because
you'd
from
have
what
to
I-
have it either they would have to have its built-in keyboard, which I'm sure maybe that is the case.
Probably.
Or-
I mean, if
Can you buy
'Cause-
games directly from it,
you should be able to, yeah.
or
As
do you have
if
to go
so-
through the base Steam website?
Because if so, I will probably I may shill out the 300 to 400 to buy it, and there may be a God mode playthrough of Fallout 4 in the future,
Interesting.
where I'm just kind of way too fucking OP for that shit.
Big talk. Big talk. Gotcha.
There's a settlement in need of your help.
Oh, okay, it's already cleared. Like, well, there's that
No,
one's already
fuck
cleared
off.
too.
There's another settlement that needs your help.
Oh no, I already took care of those. Like, what are you talking
You know what?
about?
Screw you, I'm joining the freaking Brotherhood.
Well, here's the thing, because like when I play, I completely finished, or for the most part, that game on console, and no joke, I freaking forced myself to not do anything involving the railroad, the institute. Hell, I shot a freaking employee so that way I didn't have any involvement with the institute. And
Okay.
and the Brotherhood of
Kid.
Steel.
You gotta help your kid.
Well, when I was still married to my wife, she went to the institute, and I'm like, "You traitor! They're evil." But anyways, so I forced myself to not do anything for the others, and then went with the Minutemen because I wanted to challenge myself on that one.
Yeah.
Because that one, because from what I've been told, the Minutemen storyline is easy to fuck up. Very easy. So I told myself, okay, I'm not going to do anything involving the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm not going to do anything involving the Railroad or the Institute. I'm just going to focus on the Minutemen. And as soon as I waited till like I did anything involving the storyline, because at that point I was like, okay, I'm going to build up my settlements, build up my strength. All right, I killed the guy at the Institute. Now they're going to be mad at me. Then they send the troops to try to destroy Sanctuary, and also the castle, by which I defeat them and then complete the game with the Minutemen.
Okay.
They'd be
Sorry.
pretty.
That was very nice.
Though I did not get the chance to complete the last DLC for that game, so I'm pretty sure they'd be really pissed if I end up, becoming part of a bandit camp in Nuka World.
Maybe.
Sorry. Finishing touches. Alright. Just gotta put the decal on. And are the buttons still giving me issues?
Jeez.
Nope. We're good. We is
Sweet.
good. Just gotta put that decal in and I will show you. I'll show you.
I'll show you all.
Do you like this? Hope so.
Okay.
Aiden's decal turned out better than the one, or mine. You can actually see
Oh,
some
did
of the
you-
clouds in it. Cut
Did you
off
guys
too
hear
much of
that?
it.
Did you guys hear that T. White, for the voice of Muriel Bag, died recently?
Who?
And that hurts. It hurts so
I
much.
have no. Who were you talking about?
So you know,
The actress who played Muriel from Courage.
Oh.
she died recently.
Oh.
There's been a
Yeah.
lot of like fan art with her, and honestly, it's really nice. And it just shows. It just goes to show how much or how much people liked her as an actress.
Mm-hmm. Because memory serves, weren't they planning on rebooting Courage?
Yeah.
I think they were actually. If I'm
There was also going to be a crossover with Scooby Doo.
oh no, there was a crossover Scooby Doo, but it pissed off a lot of people because nobody from the original series was involved.
Well, it looks like it didn't charge my controller, so it's dead right now. Or the controller, so it's dead right now. But it is finished. If you'd like to see.
Good.
Maybe? Yes? No? No? Okay.
Let me-
Wasn't able to get 2 done, but I managed to get this one done. I'm not doing. I got it. Still got stuff to do tonight. My students just had their finals. Yay! Good grade, more. Unless you guys want to, I mean, that's cool. Or maybe my mic didn't pick me up enough to have that be heard on stream. But here we go. Wait. Let's see. I can't move my webcam further, but actually, let me. Alright, there we go.
Not gonna lie, out of all things I'm hyped for this year that have yet to come out,
Are you looking at the screen?
I'm still super hyped for Metroid Dread. I cannot wait.
I might actually play that.
Now, Aden?
Huh?
Look at the stream.
Oh. One moment. Oh wow. It looks good.
Looks awesome.
It looks amazing.
And then so you can see.
Which I gotta thank MJ once again because
Yeah.
she came up with the idea for the logo. Came up with the idea for changing the color from blue to yellow, which it really pops out.
Mhm.
And as you guys
To be honest with
for
you,
those,
it looks more yellow on camera. It's more of like a chartreuse color, so like a green yellow. But I guess it depends on the lighting.
yeah.
When it's a little bit darker, like I said, on camera, and when it's a little darker, it does look yellow. But
Watch as we
if you have a light on it, it looks more green. But
watch as we
Really a shame that it's not charged because you could show
I
off
wanna
the
see the
light bar
LED.
decal.
yeah, let's see. Do I have a? I have a bunch of charging cables. Give me a moment. While we're doing that, staring at my
What were you gonna
let's
say,
just
Rob?
put this back. And David Doug.
Say, if for whatever reason we got big, that would be a really cool freaking like piece of like product for people. The Novakast game controller.
Would be.
Like I said, for PS4 controllers, like I said, I'm not confident yet. Like, this is the very first one I've done. But I would definitely do commissions for PS5 ones.
Pausing the
But
stream
I don't
again.
think I did a bad job. I don't think I did a bad job, considering.
Yeah, it looks great.
It looks amazing.
I wish they, Extreme Rate, which is where I get most of my parts, shout out to Extreme Rate. But I like the buttons on Aden's because they're meant for LED controllers or for an LED kit, so it shines through. But it actually has the names of the buttons like in there and everything. It looks all cool and it has the symbols like a different kind of or form of the symbols. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check on those buttons again. I just want to be super sure that. But
It
so far,
it
it's
was.
done. I just gotta
I'm not.
charge it.
I'm not gonna lie. It it is about as jarring as I was expecting it. Like the difference between the front shell and the back shell, but there wasn't really any back shells to choose from at this time. Uh,
I like
that
it though.
went well with the front shell. You know.
They're always
Yeah.
coming out with new shit though too, because it would piss me
Hmm.
off. Because I like bought like a few shells. Like I have. Oh God, I don't even
But it
want to see
looks
how many
great.
shells I have now. But basically, when I first started buying or getting into modding a few months ago, like they hardly had anything for like selection, and now it's like every week they're coming out with new shit. But um,
It still looks great regardless of how jarring that dissonance is.
it
It
doesn't
looks
look all
good.
that jarring in person because there's
That's
like
good.
little like speckles on the top of the front shell, and then it kind of goes with the stars and the decal, which kind of ties into the galaxy kind of thing in the back.
True.
You'll see when you get it. You'll see it doesn't look that jarring. It actually kind of complements it pretty well.
Hmm.
I like the feel of the front shell though. It's different than the back.
It's part of
It's
the reason I actually went with that color scheme for the back shell. It was one of the only two or three that I felt worked with it relatively well.
I did see one that I might get for my other controller, like to practice too. But I
Enigma.
was gonna get like transparent black for front and back,
Oh,
and then put an LED kit in it, and then the same buttons as yours. Because I guess the buttons do fit, except for I think it's the circle button that would need to be cut in order to fit in for a PS5 controller. When it comes to LED stuff, I'm the queen. I should show that video of my console because I put an LED kit on it, and it's just like a freaking light show. But I plan on streaming my builds, but I'm gonna try to find a good way to where I don't feel uncomfortable doing so. I might have to do it like directly overhead, which I need to
yeah.
figure out a way to do that. I mean, I could probably use my
Need some kind
my
of
mic
rigging
boom for it.
system.
Yeah. And also, if you happen to see on camera, there's a blow dryer on this desk. There's a reason it's there. I'm just not doing it right now. I need that for Rob's build because I have to loosen the glue off of the touchpad so I can put on the new one. So I got to heat it up and release the glue from the original and then stick it back on the other one and then heat it up again to make sure it sticks. Hi, Kit Kat. You guys can't see her. She's off, like, she's in here now and she's looking all cute. Looks like she wants me to pet her. Her tummy's exposed, which means she'll probably bite me if I try. Little shit.
Almost laughed.
I didn't want her. I didn't want her in here because I didn't want her walking on the workbench
No, I hear you.
because her fur gets all over my shit, and I don't want it on your guys' shit especially. Even
No,
though I'm
understandably.
sure she'd be entertaining to watch. Damn, I'm really liking your controller. I'm just
It looks
staring
pretty
at it.
badass.
It looks so like
It
I
looks
like
pretty
the
cool,
decal on this on the PS4 one better because I had the same decal I ordered.
It's just
Rob's
the way
is
the
gonna look a little
sticker
different,
is. Yeah, just the way the
but
sticker is. It on the for the dual sense. It kind of cuts off part of it.
yeah, and there's like one little corner of it on the DualSense that looks like it's part of the clouds, but it kind of it just looks like it's a smudge kind of now.
Yeah.
But I still don't know what fully I want to do with all my parts and controllers because I was thinking of my plan was to make a Zenitsu one, and I did test out the LEDs for that shell because I have a shell, a matte black shell, but it's also got clear like lightning bolts in it, and I have an LED
Nice.
kit for it. So when you turn it on, and then I have black face buttons, and it just looked like lightning bolts, or Zenitsu shooting lightning bolts. I almost made a Kingpin one, and having the decal his face, but at the bottom center of the touchpad. And then I saw somebody else had already done it, but it looks like Kingpin's body, but at the end or when it's finished. I think that would look kind of funny, but yeah.
Yeah.
As much as I want to get to Rob's controller tonight, I don't think I'm going to.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm gonna mail it out to you this week, but you'll get it before the next podcast.
It'll show off the shells.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna ask, like, if you made a Kingpin controller, which Kingpin would you use? The one from the old animated series, or the one from the recent Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Hold on, let me show.
Okay, yeah, that one would look better. Like, with how the controller is built for PS5, that one would actually work a lot better.
No, it would be the Kingpin from the live-action Daredevil series.
Well, I'm just saying, because with the way they built, like, they kind of animated Kingpin Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, they did amazing.
Where, like, it's like his head, like, is dead center in his like within his body.
Yeah, it's like I should do it, but it's not original.
Wow.
It would look cool.
Let's see here.
Also, you could, like,
what I'm doing for Rob's. Let's see.
Well, one thing you could probably do with that too is, like, on each side of the controller, you have put, like, a hand decal, and for one of them, it's like
yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, that is perfect. That is so perfect. I love it.
Goodness.
That is actually really
silly
effing cool.
Things that we come up with.
Someone to do the same for now I'm expecting someone to do the same with concerning Donkey Kong for one of those.
Hey, MJ, click on the custom paint jobs image, because it's the Xbox Series X with him on there.
Where? Oh, the one. This one?
The one that's right next to the controversial 1999 shooter Kingpin image.
Yeah. This one? Or this?
IGN.
Yes.
I mean, not as cool on the Xbox, to be honest.
I want to get a fridge. The Xbox fridge.
Releasing that if they're actually releasing that for public sale.
Not gonna lie, that Xbox decal made him look like he was trying to act like Mr. G.
Gordon Freeman.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to angle this so I can show off Rob's shell without, because I have all the buttons in it. I just haven't put the pads on them yet, so it's kind of loose. But let me pull the camera up, and you can see my fat ass arm. But let's see. Oh, I can just move the camera. That makes it easier.
But yeah, once again, the way they animate Kingpin and that is so real. It's so interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness, light.
He doesn't just.
He looks like a freaking building.
He doesn't. Yeah, he looks like he's actually instead of just some pudgy fuck.
Yeah, no, he's built like as if he's some kind of towering figure.
Yeah.
And it's even more so when you have Miles face him, like, near the very end. Because Miles is by himself in the last moments of the movie.
Yeah.
To fight this guy.
Alright, let's try that again. Let's grab you. I'm trying to get away from that bright light. I'm trying to hold in, like, because right now all the buttons are loose. So if I try to tilt it anymore, it's gonna fall out again.
Oh.
But
I got really cold.
Back shell is what Rob's front and back shells are gonna be.
I got really colorful with this idea. I was going. I mean,
I like
for
it
me,
how it works.
I was kind of going for a type of cyberpunk esque
Oh, I didn't include the trim.
color scheme.
Can't be complete without that trim. Which I ordered the same one for myself. That's gonna be for the Zenny 2 controller.
Oh wait, are you talking about the grips
No,
or the? Oh, okay,
the actual trim shell.
okay.
So let's try that again.
And that's like, was it chrome purple
Yeah.
with the green
You can see it on
buttons,
stream.
the green and pink buttons. For the analog sticks, it's blue and green.
Yep.
And then
purple
for
joysticks, which you can see right there. But and then I have your where is the touchpad? So
the touchpad, which was like a coral pink.
Yep. I have it right here on my desk. So these are 3 custom ones that I had made. Though this is the Zenny 2 one. And then Rob's Novakast logo's a little
Fucking internet problems. Ugh. I'm gonna have to just stop watching.
Is like a chrome. That one's like a chrome pink, or chrome as well.
Rob's like the colors, they just work so well together.
Mm-hmm. And then this is my channel one, but this is a work in progress. These both are works in progress. All of these are works in progress. Well, who am I kidding? You do not want to see my desk drawers in there because it's full of shells. And let's get rid of that awkward camera by putting it in something else that's awkward, like Kingpin. There we go.
I'm loving that
putting
design.
On the decals, though, the decals are kind of a bitch to put on. Or Aden's was surprisingly easy, but the DualSense ones are hard. For some reason, I just can't get them straight. But luckily, I can adjust them. Luckily.
Well, that's good.
That looks
The thing
amazing.
I'm most concerned about, though, is putting on the grips. The grips might be an issue. Not an issue per se, but I guess they're not that easy to install. From what I've read and been told, but we'll see.
I mean,
not gonna scare me.
I mean, it looks. I mean, so far with everything, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the final product.
Hell yeah, and I will let you know when I ship it out for both of you. It'll be this week.
Hey.
Oh.
I mean, my original timeline, I gave you guys a month, and I placed the order a little over, a week and a half ago. So.
And then, may not be this week, but next week I'll, however you want me to, pay you back, I'll pay you back.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off stream.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. What time do we got? Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
I need to go.
All right. So what we'll call it?
Yeah, we'll call it for now.
Yeah, that will probably give me a chance of playing maybe 45 minutes of Alien Isolation for a bit.
I was watching your playthrough of The Wolf Among Us before going live.
Oh, and
Haven't finished it yet.
by the way, one other thing. Since we were talking about like the colors and stuff for the controller, I really do appreciate you guys' feedback on the new color scheme for the channel. With how I kind of changed it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I really, so far, I really like the new color scheme that with the blue and was it blue and violet more so?
Mm-hmm.
Which I need to change that for.
I've been averse to like pink and purple. I think we talked about this last week too. But
Yeah.
lately, I really like how purples look with like blue and whatnot. That's why I called it like the unofficial Novakast controller because of the same color back for all 3 of ours.
Yeah, I became more of a fan to that. I became more of a fan of that recently, and I gotta think unfortunately, and strangely enough, I gotta thank the game Cyberpunk for that, because I really like some of the color mixtures that they use for some of that.
Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can charge it real fast. I gotta make sure my mic's. I have. Oh, I don't know if this is. Yeah, this will work. I have the magnetic tip, charging tip for my beanie. That is the same as the DualShock, so hopefully that'll charge and work.
Speaking of, I am going
I wanna
to
see what it looks like.
change the images for.
Oh, okay. Doesn't want to work for me. It hates charging
Dang.
things. Hey, Chan Young. N. Alright. You joined when we were leaving. Dun dun
Dang.
dun. Alright, guys. It's been real. Oh, sorry, Size Matters. We're just ending.
Oh
You didn't
man.
miss much at all. It was just us rambling as I was building a controller for Aden.
Oh no, it was a
But-
fun stream.
Yeah, no playthrough this week. Want to do it next week. Definitely continue Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
But other than that, we were just shooting the shit. Well,
Yep.
also just streaming it. That's basically what our streams are.
Well, and also talking about
but...
Keemstar, Christian briefly, and a lot of other stuff.
Darn. Yeah. There's always next week, though.
Yep.
But, alright, guys. Like I said, it's been real, it's been fun, all that fun stuff. I'm horrible with outros, but here we go. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you happen to tune in after this is live, then thank you for watching our silly, disjointed antics on stream. I plan
It's
on
been fun.
streaming. I plan on streaming my builds. I want to do it on my Twitch too, but we'll see. Because I'll probably try to stream Rob's build, and then I still got to do mine. But maybe I can make that a weekly thing. I don't know. Thoughts running through my head. We'll figure it out.
Sounds like I made it back just in time for the outro.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, if you call this an outro.
Sure.
But, I mean, if you want to check out more of our content, check out our channel. Subscribe, like, comment, all that normal stuff that you hear YouTubers say that I hate repeating. I'm not telling you guys I love you, sorry. But, alright. So, until next time, it's been fun. It's been MJ, Rob, and Aden signing off. Take care. Peace.